Afternoon, everyone. Today is Wednesday, October 8th, 2025, and we slept in today, bypassed the whole morning. I'm sure it was good for some, who knows? But in the afternoon or in the morning, if you're trading, remember that it is extremely risky and you should seek professional advice before making any decisions. So we started out the day around a little after 11. We were up a little bit, couple of dollars. Then we fell back 15 bucks, 12 bucks. And then on our last trade, we made $16 to wind up the day above $4. We took 7 trades with BINI being the last one, which I didn't want to trade because I've had bad luck with that one, but it turned out to be a winner. And all the others were just rudimentary, moving slow. The key today was the 2 trades were more than the average losing trades. You see that my losing percentage was 71%. Yay! But I made $9 on the average on the 2 trades that I did win. RKDA was the first stock that we jumped in on, and you can see there it's 11:06 a.m. on the West Coast. And at the time, there wasn't anything moving. There was ABVE also showing a little bit of volume. Overall, at this time, everything was slow, and I sort of expected it to be that way. Like and subscribe if you like the video, if you like our content. It costs you absolutely nothing, and we appreciate all the comments that you leave and all the likes because it certainly helps the channel grow and be available to more folks who may enjoy this. And here, as you're seeing, I didn't jump in, and there's a spike here, a squeeze up, and we missed it. So we were watching it, and we should have jumped in. We didn't. We weren't quite ready. We just we've only been on it for a few minutes, but we thought, hey, what the heck? Let's jump in with three shares. Like I said, I wasn't going to be overly optimistic about a huge positive wins. And incidentally, the Fed boosted the market today, and I missed that too. Oh well. So hopefully tomorrow might be a semi good day. So we wind up in a halt, and then we get stuck in a halt down, and we lose a few bucks. No big deal. ABVE was also trying to move up, and we saw this one as a slow mover, and it just kept hanging in there, hanging and not wanting to go down. And it didn't have news. I think it's in the healthcare. So we continue to watch it, and we thought it had a little bit of a potential. And so the play here was to watch it and see if it could hit 480 and then just earn a few bucks. We just lost $11 on RKDA. So say, hey, let's get a few bucks back. Nothing tremendous. Um, Incidentally, if you're a first-time trader, beginning trader, and you want to try the open market, and the morning may be a little too fast for you, the the afternoon sessions might be something that you might want to try. But again, only do it with one share. Do not try the afternoon sessions as a beginner if you think you're going to make money. That's not the intent or the purpose. It is just to get you a flavor of it. And like I said, I am against jumping in at a time when things are slow because when you do jump in the morning session where it's very moving fast, then the speed will seem greater than it really is. So jump in on when it's really fast, and then once you figure out that perhaps maybe that's not for you, then move off and practice on the during these afternoon off hours. So here we're seeing danger, so we just put a stop there just to because it's a day we weren't really thinking of trading, but we need to stay up with the market and we need to see the flow. We need to see what's happening, and it was a good thing that I did. Like I mentioned, I guess the Fed hinted at more rate cuts this year, and that sent the SPY and Nvidia flying up, and a few others like TEM. John, good luck on that one if you held it. So, um, this is the slowest trade ever, but it is important for you guys to see how slow it is as compared to the other videos in the morning where things are just flying by. I mean, sometimes you'll see the time and sales almost freeze. Like, what happened? Is it halted? Is it halted? And no, that isn't the case. So if someone had taken, a lot more shares, then there was a let's see, we have 461, 4 or 5 cent share there. Someone with a lot of shares who took it down at 450 probably could have made 10 cents. That would have been a nice trade. So this is something you can do slower. I don't recommend it though. And as we look down at the watch lists, really nothing is showing anything of any consequence. I think there was only one stock that moved up today. I think it was ATON, a ton, that moved up to $24 and then fell back. So hopefully somebody got some money out of that one. So in holding this here, $4 stock, and what we've seen last week and in prior weeks, we see a stock that's starts out at $4, it hits 8, 10 all of a sudden. That expectation wasn't here at all. I think we learned our lesson that that wasn't here at all, and that this stock way below BWAP, way below the 200, uh, wasn't going to do much, moving very slowly at the slowest day of the market hours, at the hours when the market is slower. So we held it and we came away with some money. So incidentally, if you stay tuned towards the end, I've teased about the bracket orders. So I have been wanting to do this, and today was a great opportunity because with stocks moving slow at these hours, then you guys can actually see how that works and how you can protect yourself uh, with bracket orders. And there's only one bracket order that I use. Well, I use the same trigger with bracket, and then I create templates and I change up the up and down parameters for limit and stops. So here you see me adjusting my stop limit, moving it up. It's already in positive. And when you go in this way and you've set up a stop limit, you before you can sell, you're going to have to cancel that stop limit and then sell or flatten. And that's 2 clicks. It might be microseconds, but uh, they're important. So that's where bracket orders would come in handy. So then ACXP was making a little bit of a move, and we thought we had caught this one early. And again, it's not the price that we liked. and we're looking at it, and it seems to be like it's going to move up. It's 11:42 now, so you can see there's a huge uh, difference in time. Half an hour has gone by since the last trade, and we went in with 10 shares, and we're expecting, a 40-50 cent move here, but it didn't happen. It was a quick trade, and we were quick uh, to see that it was a problem right up here. We see those what looks like a double top, and it's not a huge amount of money that we're losing on only 10 shares. It's holding itself okay. And it does have volume. I mean, 22 million shares traded. But I think folks just weren't liking it. So we set a stop. We don't want to fall victim to another 150 plus loss day. And we get stopped out. Terrific. So this is how to create a bracket order template. And remember to test it in your simulator before you try it on live. So you want to go up to the active trader window, and where it says reads template, it's a single. Go down and select trigger with bracket. There you can set your offset. First, the limit where you're going to sell your stock at. I'm setting it to 30 cents. And then I'm setting my stop limit at 15 cents where it's going down. Now, it isn't perfect. It might slip beyond 15 cents depending on market conditions, but that's how it's done. Over in the right hand there, and I'm sorry you can't see it, but that red circle, you click on it and it'll allow you to save the template. It'll prompt you for a name. It has certain characters it won't accept. You'll have to play with it depending on how you want it. I tried long names. They don't work because they don't display well. So simple names like this, 30 up for cents, 15 down, and then save your template. And then your template would be available from the drop down menu, and you no longer have to manually set the up and downs triggers. There's limit and stops. I'm sorry, should be. So once you want to use it, you're in the stock that you want to trade. You want to click on template. It's no longer single. You want to go up to the top and oops, it'll be single. Scroll down, choose your template. Make sure that the offset are set to what you want before you enter the trade. Then you can go ahead and enter the trade. If you do change stock symbols, be sure to check the offset. It does it to me. It didn't do it to me here, but usually it'll reset to $1 up and $1 down. So here we're going to take a trade, and we use the template for 20 cents up and 10 cents down. And like I said, sometimes it'll reset back to a dollar minus a dollar. And in one of the trades that I take here, it does do that. And there is a setting in setup application settings. I've got it enabled so that it won't reset, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't work. So we're going to take a trigger with a bracket, with a single bracket, which means you've got a sell and a buy uh, uh, price options, price set. So ACXP is where we decided to test it on, I think, a few other ones. It's coming down, and we see the pattern from last week. 2, 3 bars up, down, and so we're thinking that it might move up a little bit, and we're thinking we're going to jump in, but let's use our bracket. Let's be safe this time. We use the 20 cent up, 10 cent down, and we jump in Once we're ready, we check our offsets, make sure they're there, and we place our order. And you can see it right there. Right away, you see both. There's our, our limit right below 840 and our stop right above 8. And now it said, no, we have to do is just watch our the stock, or we could even, switch, go someplace else because these are set. Now we should have set our limit there a little bit down. We could have moved it, and I show you how to do that in a later video. But it doesn't hold, and it stops us out, and we're out only $3. That's cool. We didn't lose 50 or 100 or 84. We get out. AVVE again. We're going to trade this one again. Here's, I had just reset it, and you can see there it set it to $1 for the offset. So I don't want to lose $1 in this stock. So you see me there moving the limit, sell limit. And even though the stock looks like it stopped or halted, it isn't. There's actually activity going on. But I thought this would be great because then I could show the template. So what I did is I moved the limit down, and I've got the stop set at -10. And we continue to watch it, but it isn't moving fast enough. So in the meantime, another starts popping up, NXL. So we've got our bracket set on AVBE, and we know that one. If it goes up, it sells. If it goes down, it sells. So we can come into NXL, and it looks like it is moving, and we're going to use our bracket here too, and we jump in. And this time the bracket worked. It gave us the 20 cent and the 10 cent, even though we switched. So you have to watch that and make sure. Yeah, one of the problems with brackets is if you set your stop a little too high, like I said, what will happen is the price will come down looking for liquidity. It'll stop you out. You'll be okay. Woof, I dodged one. But then what happens is it shoots up, and then you say, "Oh, I should have held." So that's one of the issues with the brackets. But they're very safe to use, especially if you're a beginner, because they do protect you. And yeah, stock might move 60 cents, and you get, you get taken out of 10, but it isn't negative. So in the meantime, we leave that one and we come back to AVBE, and as you can see there, it's halfway point between our stop and our limit, but it's moved up slightly, so we're moving our stop up. We go back to NXL. That one is also not doing much in the movement space, but you can see there in the middle, there's a little link, chain link, and you can just hover over that and slide it up and down, and you move both at the same time. So back to ABVE, and it's a 473. Now, at this point, I think it's safe to say that neither of these stocks is going to go anywhere. That they're just sitting there because nothing's happening. And right now we're nearing on the noon hour. There, we're just a minute away. This is a lot easier to manage than trying to manage two stocks without any stops or sell limits. Now, the problem is these work during open hours. They do not work in pre-market or after hours. So do not expect to use a template in pre-market or after hours. Totally different. So one of the things we can learn from this particular trade here on NXL is that 10 cents was too high of a move for this stock, right? So we fell in at 168 and it stopped us out. See how quickly that happens. So there was 3 or 4 cents there to be had, not much more than that. But our template worked and it took us off. And we didn't lose, we lost 30 cents. Now, like I say, it's moving slow right now, but in a faster moving morning, it might not take you out at 10 cents. It might take you out at 15 or 20. So you still have to be careful and you have to manage your risk and you have to manage your templates. Um, but you see here, it saved us from because it did fall back down. We go back and lo and behold, this one took us out and we lost 50 cents on it and we didn't have to do anything. So we start watching BINI and a stock that I hate and don't like, and you see that slight red bar there. And I've been seeing, watching since I started, kept moving and up and down, and I wasn't going to jump in, and we're just watching it. But now, a little later, we use our bracket for 30 cents up and 50 cents, 15 cents down. And I think I got it right. We'll see. So I remember it was 188 right before I marked it. It's at 198 now. It's moved up 10 cents. And you see there, my bracket is set to $1 up and $1 down when I switched over to it. I don't recall if I remember if I changed it or not. All right, so I'm looking for a little bit more confirmation. I want it to be above at $2 and hang there. I've been burned by BINI more than once. It wasn't going to happen. There you can see it. So I go in and I look for my bracket. I set my quantity and I jumped in and noticed it set my stop limit, my sell stop, and my sell limit to the high side. And the higher day at 218 gave me a little bit of confidence, and it looks like there's volume and a little bit more action moving. So I took the trade. I wasn't expecting to make money on this, to be truthful. But lo and behold, people jumped in and picked it up. So right there, you can see me moving the limit down. It's obvious it's not going to hit 240. So now I'm just looking for a small win. So hey everybody, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Happy trading. Uh, Tomorrow hopefully will be a better day. And watch your stops. And you see me there moving the bracket because that moves up my sell stop. And here where it starts showing that like it's going to come down. We're a little skeptic, but it has a little push, and we move up our stop. There we can't lose. We're in the green already. Let it go. and then we don't think it's going to hit our 232. So we bring it back down 230, 229, sell out, wind up the day $4. Have a wonderful day, everyone.